yellow trim. It is Jalen Hurley jumping it up against Lucas Lorenz. Big advantage for Parkston, but the Cavaliers actually control the tap as Lorenz out jumps him and running it down. McNary saves the ball. Holzer will pick it up and give it back off to Braden McNary, and Roncalli will match up offensively here against a 2-3 zone spread out inside the three-point line. Roncalli working the perimeter. McNary out top will lob it high post to Lorenz, now left corner for Shapebauer. Back to Lorenz, goes inside, strong shot up, won't go, but he'll draw a foul. Lucas Lorenz turnover on Roncalli. A travel, I guess, is called against Lorenz as he goes to the basket, and so Parkston with the basketball back. I missed that one. Parkston with the ball out top with it. Spencer Lucas will give it right side for Ty Kennenberg. Now down low block. Wes Gannant will go strong to the hole. Gets around Braden McNary, and Gannant lays it up and in, and Parkston takes a 2-0 lead. And again, the Cavaliers just are going to really have to fight hard to fight against that half-court Parkston game. In the corner is Zach Andera. Double team passes out to Lane Holzer, right wing, top of the key to McNary. Back to Holzer. Thought about the three, instead gives it to Andera. Takes it baseline. His shot is up and blocked as he goes in strong. Nothing there. Jalen Hurley gets the block, and now the loose ball, and will bring Parkston back the other way. Hurley will give it between the circles to Gannant. Now right side on the wing to Kennenberg. Here's a three from the corner from Hurley. Shot up on a little bit long, no good. Rebound is taken away backside as Holzer comes away with it. Gives it to McNary. Stops free throw line. Now the Cavs work it around. Here's Andera. Three ball right wing up and no good. Rebound saved by Shapebauer. Roncalli will maintain possession. Parkston stays in the 2-3 zone, really spreading it out, taking up the entire three-point arc, and again, good length gives Roncalli some tough shot lines. Here's a three on the way from Holzer, rims in and out, no good, and the rebound again saved. Lorenz taps it out front. McNary comes away with the basketball. He'll stop and pop. 15-footer in the lane will not go. Cavaliers off to their traditional slow start here at the Corn Palace, 0 of 4 from the floor to start this basketball game. Ty Kennenberg the other way will hand it off to Jalen Henry on the right wing, and now the Trojans will get set up. Gannant, top of the key, will give it left side on the wing for Zach Scott. Now into the corner for Hurley. Hurley will dribble along the three-point line and looked at the give and go. Nothing there. Now Gannant will pull a 17-footer shot way short, no good. Rebound grabbed inside by Lorenz. He'll give it off to McNary. Roncalli streaks the other way. Pass off to Andera. He'll feed it back off. Shapebauer from three on the way up and short, no good. Cavs 0 of 5 to start the game. Back the other way comes Zach Scott for the Trojans. And Scott will give it on the left wing to Kennenberg. Top of the key between the circles, Gannant, right side to Hurley. Now the lob pass wide open, backside for Spencer Lucas. An easy pass in the lobbed up high. Lorenz playing in front, no backside help. And Lucas lays it up and in, and it's a 4-0 Parkston lead, 5:15 to play first quarter. Roncalli working the perimeter. Andera right corner gives it to Holzer, who dribbles along the three-point line. Now gives it back off. McNary will let fly from three. This one up and in. Cavaliers finally get a shot to go and close the gap to 1 at 4-3. Again, Cavs shot nearly 60% at duel on Thursday. 1 of 5 here to start the game against Parkston. Trojans work through the pressure. Kennenberg will get it right side and tried to get it to Zach Scott as he picked up the dribble, threw it away out of bounds. A substitution in for Parkston. Josh Rands, a 6'2 junior, will check in. And Spencer Lucas, Gannant had a seat. The Cavaliers now working the perimeter against this zone defense. McNary, left wing, will go left corner to Shapebauer. Back to McNary, thought about the three. They play catch along the left side of the zone out beyond the three-point line. Now the Cavaliers work it around. Inside flashing is Lorenz. He finds Andera with a nice baseline cut and a nice dish, and Andera lays it up and in. And Roncalli has their first lead of the afternoon, 5-4. In the backcourt, Kennenberg working against the run and jump pressure, passes out of it to Hurley, who brings it across the timeline. 3-on-1. Hurley to the basket, puts it up against Lorenz. Lorenz made him alter the shot, not there. And now the long outlet pass, Andera breaking away, can't get the ball, but he taps it off to Lane Holzer, who comes up with the ball in stride and puts it up and good. And the Cavaliers have rattled off 7 straight and lead at 7-4. 4 minutes gone first quarter. Hurley across the timeline from some tough pressure from Andera will give the ball right side to Zach Scott. Now the Trojans work it left to Kennenberg. Inside, the ball knocked away by Lorenz, but picked up by Josh Rands. Here's a three from Hurley, out top, up and good. 6'5", Jalen Hurley, a long player, strokes it from the top of the key, and that knots the game at 7. 3:35 to play first quarter. As Roncalli back the other way. Shapebauer left corner gives it to McNary. Shot from the wing from three, no good. Rebound is taken away by Hurley. Hurley brings it through in traffic, one-on-one, and dribbles it off his foot. Saving it, Shapebauer will get it into the hands of McNary, and he is going to get called for a timeout called by the Cavaliers with the ball on the deck. McNary split about 10 feet, but was able to get the timeout from Todd Neuendorf on the sideline. And so with possession now, will inbound at midcourt. McNary will give the ball off to Lane Holzer, now right corner to Zach Andera. Roncalli works the perimeter around against the zone. Now McNary right side three from the corner. Again, in and out, no good. Rebound grabbed by Weskenot, who checked in at the break. And Parkston now will bring the ball back the other way. Outlet pass up the floor to Kyle Schnabel, who checked in at the break as well. Schnabel, guarded by Greg Zenz, will get by him, drives, dishes, and the ball stolen away by Lucas Lorenz, picked up by McNary. He'll bring it through in traffic. McNary dribbles to the baseline, and he's going to be fouled. A hand check there by Parkston called on Kyle Schnabel. First foul of the ball game against either team. Schnabel will put it in play and will lob it out top to McNary. Pass will come left side to Daniel Holmstrom. The Cavaliers work it around to Zenz on the right wing. Back it comes left side to McNary. His pass inlet, stolen away, popped away, and then picked up by Josh Rands. Or Schnabel it was, he gives it to Rands. Now back to Schnabel between the circles. Pass will come left side. Hurley will drive it baseline, and Zenz will pick his pocket, but couldn't come up with the basketball, loses it out. Jalen Hurley will inbound from the sideline for Parkston. Inlet pass will go to Spencer Lucas, and Dara playing in behind. Lucas will elect to kick it back out on the wing. Now they'll fire it right back down. Lucas on the block, shot no good. The hook shot misses, but a foul. Trojans. Roncalli stays in pressure and hassles the basketball. Henry will bring it up, and the ball stolen away by Daniel Holmstrom, and then Holmstrom will draw a foul. Jalen Henry kind of impeded his progress to the basketball and grabbed on. Henry will be called for the foul. A nice, just quick little hand dart there by Daniel Holmstrom to knock the ball away, and Roncalli will keep it on their end. Long skip pass comes to Holmstrom over on the right side. He'll take a dribble along the arc, goes between the circles to McNary. Now back to Holmstrom from three. He strokes it in good. Daniel Holmstrom, second three of the game for Roncalli, and the Cavs retake the lead now 10-9. And here's Holmstrom again coming through from behind, knocking the ball away. Pass intended for Zach Scott, and Holmstrom gets his hand in the passing lane, knocks it out of bounds. Remains Parkston basketball here with 1:29 to go in the quarter. Cavaliers lead at 10-9. Inbounds pass in the backcourt goes to Kyle Schnabel. Schnabel will give it right for Jalen Hurley. The Trojans get into their offense. Here's a long NBA range three, up and good for Zach Scott. A long three-pointer, a good 3 feet off the high school line from the left wing. 12-10, Parkston back by 2, 1:10 to play first quarter. Again, the Cavaliers work it around the top of the 2-3 zone defense. McNary between the circles, right side to Zenz. Now high post to Andera. They'll kick it back to McNary. Three is up and good. Braden McNary's second three. Third of the ball game for Roncalli. Cavaliers lead at 13-12. Shy of the timeline, Kyle Schnabel will dribble past Zenz. Roncalli tries to come over to help, but Schnabel will get out of it. Pass it off. Hurley with it on the right wing will drive. Nice dish underneath, and a nice steal by Braden McNary to get his hand in the passing lane. Cavaliers now bring it the other way. Andera on the right side with 40 seconds to go will attack the paint. Goes up strong. Tough shot from underneath. He kind of had to scoop it up. Doesn't get it to go. Rebound grab by Spencer Lucas for the Trojans. He'll get it off to Kyle Schnabel, who brings it the other way with 30 seconds to go. Schnabel will pass it off to Jalen Henry on the left wing, and we'll see what Parkston elects to do here with time running down first quarter. A 13-12 Roncalli lead. Pass goes low, right block to Weskenot. He'll go strong to the hole and put it up and in. They attack inside, 12 seconds to go, and Roncalli now will bring it the other way for the final shot. Down a point. Braden McNary with the basketball will give it to Greg Zenz. Zenz with 5 to Schaefbauer in the corner. Now they'll give it back off. Here's a good look for three from McNary as time expires, and that is your first quarter of play. Back, and the Cavaliers did not get to the free throw line. Parkston with the ball to start the second quarter, holding the 14-13 lead. The ball, Ty Kinneberg will give it off, and now we'll get it back on the left wing. He'll go between the circles for Dylan Thuringer in the ballgame. Thuringer goes to Hurley. Now low right block to Spencer Lucas, and the ball knocked away as Lucas tries to go to the basket. Cavaliers pick it up, hurry it the other way. Holzer will give it off to Holmstrom out front. Now flashing middle of the lane is McNary. He'll kick it back out. The Cavaliers really trying to shuffle this zone defense around. Now here's a long three from Schaefbauer, up and no good. A nice job by Lucas Lorenz to save it before it goes out of sideline. Braden McNary will put the ball in play, and Parkston will stay back in that 2-3 zone. With it, out between the circles, Holmstrom gets the pass. Now he'll give it off to Schaefbauer on the right wing. Around the horn it comes left side. In the middle now, turnaround from 15 from McNary, up and good. Braden McNary leading the way with 8 points this afternoon. And Roncalli takes the lead back in this Back and forth game, 15-14. Now Holmstrom makes another steal, comes up with the basketball, gives it off to McNary, who drives. Nice shovel pass off to Lucas Lorenz, who lays it up and in. Good vision from McNary after the nice turnover forced by Daniel Holmstrom, who's been very active on the defensive end here in this early going. Now here's the long pass up the floor, and Lorenz going for the steal is going to run into Spencer Lucas. Not a bad foul there. Roncalli had a little bit of trouble for the Parkston guards in the backcourt. And Lorenz trying to go for the steal runs into Spencer Lucas. His second team foul against the Cavs. And we have a timeout on the floor coming as Parkston Cavaliers have turned them into 4 points. 17-14, Roncalli on top. Parkston inbounding at midcourt. They'll get the ball in play to Kyle Schnabel. The pass again, knocked away by Holmstrom, but running it down is Dylan Thuringer. The Trojans will maintain possession here, get the ball to Kinneberg, right corner, down low block. They give it to Lucas. His shot from right underneath is too short, and the Cavaliers come away with the rebound. Holzer will give it to McNary, now right side to Holmstrom. Back it comes to Holzer, to Holmstrom, and now they'll work it on the left wing to Zach Schapauer. Inlet pass, turnaround from 15, in and out, no good by McNary. Holmstrom there, though, with the rebound, will grab it in the lane. Couldn't go back up with the follow, but kicks it back out. And the Cavaliers will try it again. And here's an inlet pass from McNary. He couldn't handle it, but deflected it off to Lucas Lorenz, who catches it in stride and lays it up and in. And the Cavaliers get a break there to turn it into 2. 19-14, Roncalli's biggest lead of the game. Kinneberg dribbles through pressure, takes it all the way the length of the floor and lays it up and in. Looked a little out of control, but Kinneberg ends up with 2 at the other end to break this Roncalli run. Cavs now back on the offensive end. Holmstrom running things out front. Will get it right side to Lane Holzer on the wing. Holzer to Holmstrom between the circles. Back it comes to Holzer. He'll go high post. McNary brings it middle of the lane, takes one dribble, kicks it out. Here's Zach Schapauer, 3 left wing. Rattles in and out, no good. Long rebound, and it will go out of bounds. And I believe it is remains Roncalli basketball bound as Holmstrom will run things out front. 5:35 to go. Cavaliers lead it by 3, 19-16. McNary will try to force it in for Lucas Lorenz and throws it away as the ball knocked away by Gannat and picked up by Jalen Hurley. He'll get it up the floor to Zach Scott over on the right wing. The Trojans now will bring the ball out front and space the floor here, getting into their offense. Kinneberg between the circles to Lucas, now right wing for Zach Scott, into the right corner for Kinneberg again, dribbling near the three-point line. Keeps it alive. Now he'll pull a 3 himself. Shot is up and long, no good. Rebound on the backside, taken away by Zach Schapauer. He'll give it off to Holmstrom. Cavaliers hurry it up the floor, get it to Holzer, who lulled the defense to sleep, drives to the basket, and misses the shot. May have been partially deflected. Loose ball picked up by the Trojans. Kinneberg will go left side. Here's a 3 from Scott in the corner. Rattles it up and in. Zach Scott, 2 of 2 from the field, both long threes, and he has tied the game at 19 apiece. 4:40 to play first half. Back the other way comes Holmstrom for Roncalli, and a little bit of a switch up here defensively, kind of a matchup 2-3 zone. Now here is Lorenz getting by his defender. Nobody came over for help, and that's one of the dangers of the zone. Lorenz gets around him, drives to the hole, and lays it up and in. He's got 6 points here in the quarter. Now the ball knocked away by Holzer in the backcourt, and it's picked up by McNary. He'll get it to Holzer, who is going to be fouled going in by Jalen Hurley. Holzer will go to the line with 2. Afternoon, trying to build on this 2-point lead. Free throw on the way is good, as it's a 22-19 Roncalli lead, 4:12 to play first half. Zach Andera into the ball game for Roncalli, and he spells, I believe it was Schapauer who went out, or checked out, Lorenz went out. Second free throw now on the way for Holzer is on the way. That is up and good, and the Cavaliers get the lead back to 4. Inbound pass will go in the backcourt, and they only put 1 up on the board. I don't know if there was a lane violation or if they missed a point, but at any rate, Roncalli will keep the pressure on, and here's a travel in the backcourt as Josh ran second quarter, and the Cavaliers get it back after the turnover here, as Roncalli will set it up out front. McNary will give it to Holmstrom, now right side to Holzer on the wing. Back it comes to Holmstrom. They'll play catch along the arc, now into the right corner for Andera. Skip pass goes out front for Holmstrom, left side to Schapauer. The post being worked right here by Braden McNary. Now he'll flash out top of the key. He'll get it. 3-pointer on the way short. And the rebound is taken underneath by Spencer Lucas for Parkston. He tries to get rid of the ball in the backcourt and throws it away. Holzer right there providing some pressure. Kinneberg, though, just to Parkston here in this second quarter. Cavaliers maintain it after Parkston's 7th turnover. And Roncalli will inbound it out front. Cavs work it around the perimeter to Schapauer left side. Top of the key to Holmstrom, back left wing for Schapauer. Roncalli moving it to Holzer over on the right wing. Now Andera flashes out right corner as the Cavs content to just work it around the top of this, and McNary works the post up high inside for Roncalli. Here's a skip off a drive by Holmstrom to Holzer, now high post to McNary. They'll get it back off to Holmstrom. Flashing high post is McNary in traffic. Triple team shot off the glass too hard. Rebound though by McNary, gets his own foul, puts it up and good. Count it, and he's fouled as well. Great work that time by the Cavaliers just to stay active. Had many up. Cavaliers free throw from McNary up and off the back iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by Spencer Lucas. He'll get the ball off to Kinneberg. Pressured hard by Holzer in the backcourt. Parkston has really struggled these last couple minutes with the Roncalli pressure. Now Kinneberg ends up on the deck. And a timeout called by Kinneberg as he goes to 2:51 to play first half. Parkston inbounding at midcourt. Josh Rands will put the ball in play to Ty Kinneberg. And the Trojans will set it up out front. They'll get the ball to Weskenant between the circles. Now they'll work it around right side to Rands in the corner. Back it comes left wing for Zach Scott. Scott will dribble out between the circles, uses it up. Cavaliers kind of sagging inside. Now they'll give it to Ganant. Little turnaround is up and shot no good. The Trojans had a chance at the rebound, but McNary will take it away from Spencer Lucas. And now Roncalli will drive. They'll dish it to Holzer. Three from the wing is up and off the mark, no good. Rebound grab by Weskenant underneath for the Trojans. He'll bring it the other way with the dribble, and Lorenz will step in and steal the ball away, leads it down the floor. Holzer does a good job to save it, but right into the hands of Kinneberg. And boy, just a good, hearty effort there by the Cavaliers, but they come away empty as the ball was saved from going out of bounds, but into the Parkston's hands. Now the Trojans the other way. Kinneberg takes it baseline. Drive up, no good, but he is going to be hammered as he takes it in. Line with 1:58 to go, trying to cut into a 6-point lead. First one on the way is good. Parkston will bring Kyle Schnabel back into the ballgame now, and Josh Rands will have a seat. One more shot to go for Kinneberg to try to cut it to a 4-point lead. And the shot on the way is up and in and out, no good. Lucas Lorenz, the rebound for Roncalli, will give the ball off to Braden McNary. Trojans content to drop back, pick up a little pressure out on the point, and now the Cavaliers work it to Zach Andera, right corner, long cross-court pass, left corner to Shapeauer. He'll give it to McNary, who slashes through, gets it to Holzer. Here's a three, up and good. Lane Holzer knocks the three down from the left wing. And the Cavaliers' biggest lead of the ballgame now, 28-20 with 1:35 to go in the half. Kinneberg will bring it across the timeline. Roncalli showed trap. Now they'll fall out of it as the Trojans get it to Ganant between the circles. Weskenant will give it right side to Zach Scott, now in the corner for Kinneberg. Kinneberg will put the ball on the floor and dribbles along the arc. 5-second count is on. Now they'll back it off. Here's a three from Ganant out top. Shot off the back iron, no good. Rebound underneath by Lucas. He takes it away from Andera, but Lucas can't get the follow to go. The Cavaliers with the loose basketball. McNary will dish it off to Lorenz. He had to alter it as he got hung up too far underneath the basket and missed it short from underneath. Rebound taken away by Parkston. They'll put it in the hands of Kyle Schnabel, who works it on the wing, and now the Trojans go left side to Zach Scott with 53 seconds to go in the half. Left side with it, Schnabel will leave it off to Kinneberg. He'll dribble it back out between the circles and will give it to Ganant near the free throw line. Now left side, pass to Schnabel, takes it baseline, and he has his shot partially blocked on the way up. McNary, the loose basketball, will bring it back the other way. 35 seconds to go. Roncalli an 8-point lead, and it looks like the Cavaliers are going to pull it out and hold for the final shot of the half. Holzer and McNary playing catch over the top, and Parkston now will walk out of that zone. 5-second count not on yet as the clock winds down to 20 seconds to go in the half. Now McNary will give it off to Shapeauer with 15 seconds. He just holds the ball under his arm. The Cavs play catch, Shapeauer and McNary. Now with 10 seconds to go, Roncalli will put it in motion. McNary with the basketball will drive left, stops, hops, 15-footer, shot off the glass, no good. Rebound taken backside by Kinneberg. He'll let fly from three-quarters court, and that will be your half. Roncalli with possession to start the second half, and the Cavs will go with their same starters as Zach Andera will inbound it to Braden McNary. Parkston stays in that 2-3 zone defense. Roncalli will work it to Andera left corner. Now to Lane Holzer on the wing. He'll dribble along the arc, fires it inside. Nice drive to the basket by Andera, who misses the reverse layup. Boy, a great call, and it was wide open there, but Zach misses it underneath. Now the long pass up the floor. Jalen Hurley under the basket will get it. Goes up for the reverse layup, and its shot is blocked by McNary. It goes out of bounds. Hurley will inbound left of the basket from the baseline and will lob it up high and throws the ball away. Loose ball picked up by the Cavaliers as McNary will come away with it. Now will drive, dishes, Shapeauer three from the left corner, up and off the back iron, no good. Rebound by Andera underneath. He pump fakes, puts a shot up, and will draw a foul. Zach will go to the free throw line with two. Get back at the Cavs. First free throw for Andera, up and good. Second shot on the way is up and also good. And it's a 30-20 lead. Cavaliers will put the full court pressure on, and again, Parkston really struggling with that. The ball loose underneath, and nobody wants it here for the Trojans. They'll have Hurley put the ball in play to Ty Kinnenberg in the backcourt. He will drive past Lane Holzer, and now the Cavaliers will knock the ball away. Holzer got his hands on it, and the outlet pass comes up the floor to Shapeauer, who will lead the way the other way, gets the pass and lays it up and in. And again, that Cavalier pressure, Parkston really having a hard time handling it as the Cavs have opened up a 12-point lead. Hurley gets the ball, nearly runs over Andera, nearly lost it, but will get the dribble back, picks it up, and will give it off now to Zach Scott near the center circle. Parkston now will spread out and will get into their half-court set. The handoff given to Kinnenberg near the center circle. He'll drive to his right and will hold it up on the wing. Now gives it top of the key. Scott from three, coming off a pick shot, no good. Rebound is run down by Lane Holzer. Nobody there to rebound for Parkston after the missed shot. Cavaliers will work it right side to Shapeauer in the corner. Now Andera, long cross-court pass to Lane Holzer in the left corner. He'll back it off out front to Braden McNary. McNary gives it right wing for Andera. Now to Holzer. He'll square up from three. Wide open shot. Perfect. Lane Holzer knocks down his second three of the game. And it's all Roncalli, 7 straight points to start the second half, and a 35-20 lead now for the Cavaliers. In the backcourt, Kinnenberg will get it across the timeline to Hurley. Lob pass to Wescanant, who will back it off on the wing, and now Parkston will back out and get into their offensive set. The basketball, Hurley will take it into the low block, puts it up off the glass and good. As Hurley, a good move to the basket, will get a little advantage and kisses it home. Good for Parkston's first points of the second half. 35-22, Roncalli. McNary will give it to Lucas Lorenz. Now back to Braden McNary over on the right wing with the pass. McNary gives it to Shapeauer. He'll get a screen out top from Holzer. Nothing there, backs it off. McNary will drive, dish, goes to Shapeauer. Now they'll give it off. Lorenz with a pump fake and then tries to dump it off to Shapeauer. Ball knocked away, and Darrell will get it. Drives, dishes, three from the right corner for Shapeauer, up and in. And Roncalli is 3 of 5 with a couple of threes to start out this second half. 38-22, and a timeout called by Craig Bruning from the Parkston bench. A good start to this second half for the Cavaliers. 5:27 to play, third quarter. Roncalli 38, Parkston 22. Back after this Double D Body Shop timeout in one for scholarship sponsors. For each three-pointer, they make a donation to the Roncalli Tuition Assistance Program. Roncalli in full court pressure after the Parkston timeout. Ty Kinnenberg will bring the ball up the floor, gets it middle of the floor for Kyle Schnabel. He'll attack to the basket, gets it to Lucas, who passes off to Wescanant, who lays it up and in. Nice pressure break there by the Trojans to break that one down, and now Roncalli will come back the other way. Parkston matching up, looking a little man here. Now here's left side. Holzer from 15 leaves that one way short. Rebound underneath by McNary will end up short off the block, and Lucas, the rebound, will pull it down for Parkston. Trojans back the other way. Kinnenberg will get it right side on the wing and will lob it up high, backside wide open for Lucas, who lays it up and in. And Parkston, Craig Bruning calling that last time out, I think, saying, hey, you know what, we got to play our game, let's chip away. They've scored 4 quick points and have made it look fairly easy these last 2 trips down. Roncalli now with possession on the offensive end against man defense. Right side is McNary on the wing. He'll skip it off to Shapeauer. Zach Shapeauer, nothing there, will give it to Holzer out top. Again, Roncalli has forced Parkston out of the zone defense, and now we'll see if Roncalli can get it done. Inside, McNary will drive to the basket, and he's going to draw a foul. A body check foul called on Kinnenberg, I believe. That is, excuse me, that's on number 24, Kyle Schnabel. Schnabel's second of the ball game, second of the half here against Parkston. Roncalli inbounds underneath their own basket as Andera will put it in play, and will lob it out front for Lane Holzer. 4:20 to go, third quarter. Roncalli leads at 38-26. Parkston in zone defense now here after the inbound. Roncalli will work it around. Here's a three from Holzer off the back iron, too long. Rebound grabbed by Gannant. He'll get it up the floor to Kyle Schnabel. Schnabel finds Kinnenberg going to the basket, and he is going to be fouled as he takes it in. Kinnenberg kind of got hung up in the air. Lorenz did a good job to force him to make a decision, and then McNary tried to come through and swat the ball away and gets a piece of Kinnenberg. McNary picks up his second of the ball game, first of the half against the Cavaliers. Lane Holzer out of the game. Greg Zenz will check in, and Kinnenberg will inbound for Parkston right of the basket. pass will come right side to Zach Scott in the corner. He'll bring it out with the dribble, goes to Schnabel. Now back around to the right wing for Kinneberg. Between the circles, Gannat will almost throw it away. Scott got a fingertip on the ball, saved it. Now inside they work it. Lucas double team, tries a dump off pass low, and McNary will pick off the ball. McNary brings it back the other way, will drive, gives it off to Zenz, who goes to the hole and lays it up and in. Tough shot for Zenz, kind of away from the basket and got up in the air early, but kisses it home good for his first bucket of the ball game. 40-26 Roncalli, 3:35 to play, third quarter. Kinneberg out top, Roncalli trying to double it up. Now they do, passing out of it. The ball goes to Schnabel. He'll dish it off. Gannat from 15, right of the free throw line, puts it up and in. Wes Gannat has 8 in the ball game, 4 here third quarter. Back to a 12-point Cavalier lead with 3:15 to go in the third period. Across the timeline, McNary will walk it up, and again, Parkston in man defense this time, and Darrow will get the ball right wing, will drive, and now we'll kick it off to Shapauer from 3. Perfect. Zach Shapauer, 8 points here in the quarter after being held scoreless in the first half, 43-28. Roncalli again will go to the full court pressure. Zach Scott will get past, and now the pass up the floor. Lucas will find Gannat filling the backside, and they lay it up and in. Once they got past the initial wave, Parkston had numbers, and they take advantage, and Gannat gets the feed and lays it up and in. 43-30, McNary now walking it back the other way, guarded by Kyle Schnabel out near the center circle. McNary will give it right side to Andera. The Cavaliers go a little backdoor now. McNary will get a baseline, dribbles it off his foot out of bounds, and the Cavaliers will turn it over. That is just their 4th turnover of the basketball game. First of the second half. Spencer Lucas and Kinneberg as he brings it up across the timeline. Kinneberg over on the right side of the floor. Keeps the dribble alive, brings it to the free throw line, passes off now to Rands. Ball will come right side to Zach Scott, right corner now to Kinneberg. Kinneberg will take a couple dribbles along the arc. They can't get it to Gannat, trying a little pick and roll, and so Parkston will kick it back out top to Schnabel. Schnabel brings it right between the circles, gives it to Josh Rands. Now left side, they'll work it into the corner. Schnabel thought about the 3, instead will dribble along the arc, will pull up a 3 from the right of the key, airballs it, but the ball is saved by Zach Scott, but picking up the loose basketball is Andera. Shot won't go for Lorenz on the pass down the floor. Greg Zenz is there with the rebound, tried to flip it, and he puts up the floater for 2. McNary's first points of the second half, he's got 12. 45-30, Cavaliers of the lead, 90 seconds to play third quarter. Schnabel with the basketball will give it right side to Kinneberg. Now the Trojans will work it on. Here's an NBA range 3 from Zach Scott, off the mark, no good. Backside rebound by McNary. He'll hurry it up the right side of the floor. McNary now brings it to the wing, stops, gets it to Zenz. Now around the left corner it comes. Here's Holmstrom from 3. This one is short, no good. Rebound is taken by Ty Kinneberg. As Trojans bring it back the other way, Kinneberg will take it to the basket. And boy, that looked like a nice play by Braden McNary defensively, but they're going to call him with the blocking foul down there with 3 here. Just a minute left to play third quarter. Kinneberg's free throw in and out, no good. And I think it was Schnabel who sat down as well. Second free throw for Kinneberg is good. Gets one of the 2. 45-31 Cavaliers with a minute to play third quarter. Greg Zenz up the middle of the floor will set the offense out front against man defense here by Parkston. Right side Andera will get it to Holmstrom. He'll work it left side to Zenz on the wing. Now Andera gets it right block, kicks it out top to Shapauer. 3-pointer up and no good, but the rebound saved by Landon Hayline into the corner for Zenz. He'll throw up a runner in the lane, tried to get a whistle, did not. Gannat the loose basketball will give it off to Lane Conrad. 35 seconds to go. Conrad across the timeline will feed it off to Gannat between the circles. Now they'll work it low, and Lucas will get the ball in the lane. Shot no good, but Zach Andera's 18-point lead, I believe, has been the biggest here of the afternoon. Lucas, first of 2 free throws, up and good as he rattles and gets it to fall home. Back in Kyle Schnabel for Parkston, and Wes Gannat will have a seat. One more here to try to cut it to a 12-point ball game. Lucas will eye it and will stroke it and puts it up and good. Lucas 4-4 from the line this afternoon. Full court token pressure put on here by the Trojans, and now here is a wide open layup at the other end for Landon Hayline. Roncalli, first time they've seen pressure today, and they beat it badly as Landon Hayline gets the easy 2. 15 seconds to play. Here is Rands going to the basket, and Hayline's going to get called for a blocking foul. Again, look like today hasn't scored. First of 2 free throws is up and off the back iron, no good. As the second free throw is short off the front iron, no good. Zach Andera, the rebound, will pull it away, gets it to Greg Zenz with 8 seconds to go. Zenz will bring it across the timeline to Holmstrom with 6. Back it comes to Zenz out front. They'll kick it back. Holmstrom, long 3 on the way, is up and short. Rebound, Zenz will get it just inside the free throw line. Rushed the shot and left it short. As time on the floor, 50% shooting, but 4 more turnovers. They've got 15 for the afternoon. And again, Roncalli adds to the margin, up 14 rather, heading into this fourth quarter. Trojans with the basketball. Jalen Hurley will take a baseline drive, has it knocked away. Zach Andera tries to come from behind, knock it away, can't. And Parkston now will pull it back out and work the perimeter and reset the offense. Gannott trying to post up on Lorenz, doesn't get it done. The Trojans work it over right side to Kinnenberg on the wing. He'll use up his dribble. Now flashing out top is Hurley with it, dribbling top of the key. Three-pointer on the way is way short, and the rebound grabbed underneath by Zach Andera in midair. Andera will get the long pass up the floor to Lane Holzer. Now they'll leave it back off to Braden McNary, and a timeout here, and I think blood tied to McNary on the wing. Pass to come out top. Here's Holzer from 3. Shot is up and in and out, no good. Rebound is taken away by Jalen Hurley for Parkston. Hurley across the timeline will let the defense run by, and now we'll set it up right corner to Kinnenberg. Back to Hurley between the circles, ball given to Josh Rance. They work it around to the right side to Hurley in the corner. Guarded by McNary at the three-point line. Try to screen for him. Nothing there, so they kick it back to Kinnenberg out front. Kinnenberg leaves it right wing to Hurley, who dribbles back between the circles, will take it in, puts the shot up no good, and they're going to call McNary for another foul. That's his 4th, as Hurley got McNary backpedaling, and Braden got a hand on the basketball, but also got a piece of the arm of Hurley. So Jalen Hurley will go to the free throw line, and with 6 second half for Parkston. First of 2 is good for Hurley, who has 6 points on the afternoon. The dribble, shovels it off to Schaefbauer. Pass will go left side to Holzer on the wing. Holzer dribbles along the arc, will give it back off to McNary. Roncalli can afford to be patient. Here's a nice drive by McNary. Stops and pops in the lane, got to the defender in the air, and then Braden puts up the easy shot off the glass from 5. McNary 14 on the afternoon, 49-35 Roncalli. With the basketball, Kinnenberg will go right corner for Josh Rands. Rands will get it underneath to Gannott. Little 10-foot fall away from the baseline, won't fall for him. Rebound cleared by McNary. And Roncalli back the other way. McNary again will attack his man inside, and Hurley will go up and try to commit a block and instead commits a foul, as so an equally big foul for Parkston there. First of 2 for Braden McNary from the foul line, up and good. And now Lundorf talking to an official. Now they finally give McNary the ball back. Second free throw is up and also good. So McNary has 16, a 51-35 Roncalli lead with just under 6 minutes to play. Across the timeline is Schnabel. He'll leave the ball off to Zach Scott, dribbles along the top of the key and hands it off to Josh Rands. Rands will give it back right to Schnabel, takes it down baseline, goes in strong against McNary, count it, and Braden McNary is going to pick up foul number 5. Fouls and taking the ball right at him, had him moving. Schnabel's free throw on the way is up and no good. And the rebound grabbed down low by Lucas Lorenz. Lorenz will bring it across the timeline, shovels it off to Holzer, left corner 3, way off the mark, no good, but the rebound right there by Andera, picks up the loose basketball, goes up with a follow, can't get it. Second shot, no good. Andera will get it back, and now will draw a foul. Boy, Zach in there just working his tail off, and got bumped around a couple of different times. Finally, the whistle blows as Andera is fouled going up for the shot, and he'll against the Trojans. Andera's first free throw good. He's got 5 this afternoon, 3 of 3 from the line. And it's a 52-37 Roncalli lead. Jalen Hurley will come out of the game. Ty Kinnenberg back in for Parkston. Second shot on the way is also good. So the Cavaliers get them both, and Roncalli will drop back and pick up man pressure at midcourt. Zach Scott will give it to Gannott, top of the key now, right side to Schnabel. Into the corner it comes. Scott guarded by Schaefbauer. They'll fire it back down low. And the shot by Schnabel from underneath, rejected by Lucas Lorenz out of bounds. It will remain Parkston basketball. Lorenz came through with a pretty forceful forearm as he swat that inbound left corner for Gannott. Now they'll give it right back, and Garrett Hohn's shot is up and blocked by Andera. He gets the ball back, or Andera by Zach Andera, and Roncalli will bring the ball the other way. 5 minutes to play. Greg Zenz across the timeline will give it to Lorenz. Lucas takes it baseline, will drive and dishes out front for Schaefbauer. Now to Lane Holzer, left side, he'll get past Gannat. Lane has the ball knocked away, but gets it back and powers it up and good. Gannat reached around, knocked his dribble away, but Lane picked it up and put it in from about 5 feet out off the glass. Holzer has 12 this afternoon. And right side now is Zach Scott for Parkston. He'll give it to Kinneberg. High post give to Gannat. Now they'll give it back off to Kinneberg. His shot from the three-point line, no good. Rebound, though. Zenz tries to get it to Schaefbauer, and he is going to be have the ball knocked away. Then Greg comes through. First of the game against Zenz, but the 7th team foul. That'll put Garrett Hone at the line with a 1-and-1. And the front end is up and good for the sophomore. First points of the day for him. Make it 55 to 38. Okay, gotcha. And yeah, Garrett Hone, thank you. Garrett Hone is giving up his jersey to Spencer Lucas. He again went out with the blood earlier, and Lucas will get the free throws to go up and in, and so he got them both there. And again, he had to switch his jersey number because of the blood. So now Roncalli with the ball, a 16-point lead, 55-39. Daniel Holmstrom gives it out front for Greg Zenz. Back it comes to Holmstrom. They'll just work it around. Lane Holzer trying to get open underneath, asking for it on the block, but the Cavaliers instead work the perimeter here and burn a little clock. Zenz gets the ball at the top of the key. It comes to Andera. He'll drive it baseline. Double teamed. Will take it back now. Drives. Here's Lorenz driving to the basket. Andera kicks it back off to him, and Lucas puts up the floater from 8 feet out in the lane and puts it up and good. Lucas Lorenz has 8 on the afternoon. An 18-point lead as the Cavaliers pulling away here with 3:45 to go. Ty Kinneberg on the right side with the basketball. Looking in, nothing there. Now flashing out, Kyle Schnabel will get it. And we'll go right side. They'll give it to Zach Scott between the circles. Underneath, intended for Lucas, and Andera will step into the passing lane, knocks the ball away into the hands of Daniel Holmstrom. And Holmstrom will walk it up the floor, gives it to Lorenz left wing. Now to Holzer in the corner. Roncalli now patiently working their offense. Pass through Zenz's hands, but he'll run it down over near the timeline. And Zenz will bring it back to the right wing. Goes to Andera, right corner. Andera will get a commitment from the defense, drives past, and now will shuffle it off to Lane Holzer. Didn't like what he saw, so he'll dribble it back out front. Holzer gives it to Andera left side, and Andera will drive to the basket, got his man in the air, missed the bunny underneath. Zach gets the ball back, and again, shot blocked, this time by Lucas, and Roncalli will keep it underneath. Boy, Zach had everything right and just didn't. And Josh Rands will have a seat, and now Schnabel will sit down as Jalen Hurley comes back in with the 4 fouls. Roncalli trying to build the lead to 20 here. Inbounds pass left wing to Holmstrom. He'll give it off on the right side to Lucas Lorenz. Back it comes to Andera left side, and Andera is going to be fouled out front by Spencer Lucas. 5th team foul, and so non-shooting. And Roncalli with 2:48 to go will inbound on their offensive end, but have taken about 30 seconds off the clock here. And again, with an 18-point lead, Roncalli doesn't really have to be in too big of a hurry to shoot. Inbounds pass will come to Zenz. He'll give it right side to Holmstrom, and he's going to be fouled out front by Zach Scott. That'll be team foul number in control here. 57-39 their lead with 2:44 to play. Lucas Lorenz will get the inbound pass, dribbles past his man all the way to the basket, shot up no good, and Zach Andera with the rebound will come up with it, and Andera, and the front end of the 1-and-1 off the back iron, no good. Rebound is grabbed by Spencer Lucas for the Trojans. He'll give it off to Ty Kinneberg. Kinneberg leaves it to Wes Gannat, now over to the right wing for Jalen Hurley. He'll direct traffic. Hurley gets it to Zach Scott between the circles, but really Parkston not built to come from 18 down in a hurry. They're more of a slow it down and grind it out type team, so they're going to have to start casting some long ones up here. Jalen Hurley goes top of the key to Kinneberg. Now right side to Gannat. Gannat will leave it top of the key to Scott. His three-pointer on the way is up and long, no good. Rebound pulled down by Andera, getting good position inside. He'll pull it down and will give it off to Daniel Holmstrom with 2 minutes to play. Holmstrom will bring the Cavs across the timeline. Ball will come right side to Greg Zenz. Zenz along the three-point line will give it off to Holzer. Now off to Andera on the right side. And again, the Cavaliers want the clock to keep moving here. Andera dribbles down near the baseline. Will give it out front to Holmstrom now. And Holmstrom to the line. First one on the way is up and good. Really a quiet crowd here. Our first game right before us, Clark beat Chamberlain 65-38, pulling away late. Roncalli kind of doing the same thing here. second free throw up and in, so Holmstrom gets them both, and it's now a 20-point Roncalli lead, their biggest of the game with 1:40 to play. Ty Kinnenberg across the timeline will give it off to Lane Conrad. The Trojans will work it around to Hurley. Now here's Kinnenberg from three, out top, shot long, no good. Rebound run down by Lucas Lorenz. Roncalli set to make a 5-person substitution here. And now a timeout here taken by Todd Neuendorf and left wing. Out top it comes to Sam Reinen between the circles, back to Hayline, who will dribble along the arc. Hayline now leaves it back off to Spencer Schaefbauer, and he'll pass out of it over to Everson on the right side. Roncalli kind of taking time off here. Now here's Reinen from three, letting fly, and Sam Reinen knocks it down good. The 8th three of the day for Roncalli, making it a 61-39 lead. They only gave him 2, I'm sorry, a 2-point shot there. The Trojans will work the perimeter themselves now. Left side, Kinnenberg will go to Lane Conrad. Down low, Spencer Lucas gets the kick out to Josh Rand, and his 3 no good. Whistle on the rebound. And a foul is going to be called against Roncalli on that one. That will go on Landon Hayline going after the loose basketball. Spencer Lucas will go to the foul line with 1-1. Lucas, a couple other faces here in a moment. Lucas's free throw is up and no good. Zach Hemrick will pull down the board for Roncalli with 40 seconds to go. The Cavs give it off to Jaden Everson. Up the floor right side to Reinen. Give and go back to Everson, who tries to shuffle it off to Hemrick, and the ball goes off his hands out of bounds, and Parkston will get the ball back. Spencer Lucas out of the game. And number 40, I think that's Garrett Hone, who's into the ball game now for Parkston. Trojans work it around left side to Jordan McKean. McKean will get it down to Hone. Little turnaround is up and no good. Battle for the rebound, tapped loose all the way over to the corner. Coming up with it is Spencer Schaefbauer. He gets it to Landon Hayline, who dumps it up the floor to Jaden Everson. Everson will leave it back off. Reinen will go to the basket. He'll lay it up and good. Ryan gets it to go, and 2 seconds, one, and here's a three-quarter court shot at the buzzer. Off the mark, no good by Alex Scott. That is your ball game. The Roncalli Cavaliers pick up a convincing win here at the Hanson Classic this afternoon, limiting Parkston to just 39 points. Cavaliers win at 63-39. Roncalli improving to 11-1 with the victory. 63-39, Roncalli wins it. We're back to recap this one from Mitchell in 3 minutes.
American Family Insurance believes dreams are worth pursuing.
Every weekend we do new things with the kids. Getaways in the RV, projects around the house, golf.
American Family offers a range of insurance designed to protect your dreams. And with our claims team available 24/7, quality service is always within reach. Contact your local agent for a competitive quote. Your dream is out there. Go get it. We'll protect it.